So most people literally have no idea what chiropractic is, how powerful it is, and how important it is, including chiropractors themselves. So let's break down what chiropractic theory is, what we're actually doing, what we could potentially be doing more, and why you need to go see one and need to find one that is going to give you the best care possible. So in our spine, we have multiple different vertebrae that move right, left, up and down, side to side. They allow us to be who we are, allow us to move, function, do our activities, daily living, and do all the things that we love to do throughout our day. What our muscles' job is literally to attach to our bones and pull on them. So every time that you're moving, doing something you enjoy, going throughout your day, you're literally yanking on your bones, yanking on your vertebrae, yanking on your muscles, extremities, your spine. So there's a whole lot of forces going on there day to day. So now those vertebrae in your spine are particularly important when it comes to chiropractic, because that's what chiropractors mainly focus on, is finding those individual vertebrae in your spine that aren't moving like they're supposed to. They've got pulled out of place, quote unquote, technically a misnomer, but that's the best way to describe whenever we're talking to patients. What actually has happened is that particular vertebra has got pulled to one of its extreme ranges of motion and essentially got stuck there. So it can't move back and forth. So you literally move to the right as far as it can go, get stuck there, can't move back to the left. That's super important because whenever that happens, it causes muscle spasms, it causes pinching of joint capsules that connect one vertebra to the other. That in of itself can be very painful, as well as we have what's called proprioception. Proprioception are sensors within all of our joints that allow our brain to know where our body positioning is. This is very important because it communicates all the things that we come into contact with day-to-day life. It also stimulates your brain, overall health and wellness. Very important there. Now, whenever we get those vertebrae that get stuck and don't move like they're supposed to, like I mentioned, it can cause pain, it can cause decrease in optimal spinal flow. It also changes your biomechanics. So if I get something that's twisted and stuck and not moving, then I have to get additional movement above and additional movement below. That can potentially lead to degeneration, grinding, sub-optimal ranges of motion. Can't turn my neck as far as I need to. I can't raise my arm above my head as much as I need to. If you're into sports, this is very important because you can't get into your optimal stances, optimal ranges of motion, and optimal performance state. Same thing is important. Think about trying to brush your hair in the morning, brush your teeth. If I have something that's out of place, pinching, causing muscle spasms, getting things tight, I can't fully get into those ranges of motion where I can do my things that I have to do throughout my daily life. Super important. So as I mentioned, a chiropractor is trained to go through, find those vertebrae that aren't moving like they're supposed to. We apply what's called an adjustment. It's essentially, you can do it with a thrust, manually. What that does is a fast impulse that helps to essentially cause a neurological reaction that instantaneously decreases the muscle spasm that we have there and causes those muscles to relax and neurological reflex, as well as to break up any adhesions that have formed in those individual vertebrae when they've got stuck in a particular area for so long, and keeps them in place. So break up those adhesions, decrease muscle spasms, and get motion back into those vertebrae, get them functioning properly. That increases spinal flow, it increases cerebral spinal fluid flow, blood flow. It also decreases pinching and pain, muscles relax, and you'll also notice a dramatic increase in endorphins. People feel lighter, they feel happier afterwards. Blood flow, people feel warm, increased lymphatic flow, help to increase nerve flow. It's also just in and of itself is a stimulation for your brain. So you're getting a big input to stimulate your brain for overall health and wellness and longevity. Now we can go kind of down the rabbit hole in all that we're doing. You can get into finding individual muscles that aren't functioning as they should, gait disturbances, reflexes that aren't functioning like they're supposed to. So once we get into chiropractic, literally we can just opens up an entire different world so that you can be the ultimate person that you could possibly be in life, essentially unlocking your full potential and your overall health and wellness. Now, it's not one of those things we just lay down and crunch and crack you. There's so much stuff that can go into it, so it's very important to find someone that's really gonna take the time with you, dig in, find out, okay, this is the exact place where you're having the main issue. Not I have a vertebra here that's not moving like it's supposed to, so I'm just gonna crank on it. but no, why do I have this particular vertebra here that's not moving like it's supposed to? Maybe it's another vertebra that's actually out of place and I need to adjust that place first, and then that's gonna free up this area up here. Don't even have to touch it. Maybe it's a particular muscle that's tight for some particular reason. Not in a massage case. Maybe you have a neurological reflex that's causing this muscle to be tight, and then that's pulling on this vertebra and causing it to get stuck out of place. So let's focus on that neurological aspect to get this vertebra functioning properly. So there's a lot of different stuff. So you need to find someone who's educated in the whole body, physiologically. You want to focus on things holistically, and you want to have a chiropractor who's not just going to lay you down, walk in, how you doing? Doesn't matter, just lay down, crunch, crack, out the door. Very important for your overall wellness and your benefit, so that you can be as healthy as you can possibly be in life, so that you can get out there and do all the things that you want to do. That you find someone that's going to look at you from a whole person, holistic view, take the time, find out not only where you need to be adjusted, the things that need to be focused on in your spine, in your extremities, but also why does that need to happen. And there are multiple different ways to do that. A lot of people are kind of scared to be adjusted. They think that they potentially neck issues, back issues, could get hurt from a chiropractor. There are multiple different ways to be adjusted if you're afraid of doing that. You can do it with multiple different tools, activators, which are very nice and gentle. There are ways to do respiratory adjusting, which is just very nice and gentle pushing as you breathe. That frees things up. Feels like a nice little massage. It's very great. So find someone who's going to be willing to work with you, give you good, optimal chiropractic care, and help you be the best that you can be. Please reach out if you need anything. Dr. Dustin Campbell at The Healthy Place in Flower Mound, Texas. You can reach me on my website or email as well. The website is thehealthyplace.org, and you can also email info@thehealthyplace.org. Any questions that you have, any information you might need, and if you're looking to find someone who's really going to care for you and take the time to listen and dig really deep for you, please feel free to reach out, schedule an appointment, schedule a consultation, and I'd love to do everything I can for you. Hope you have a wonderful day and look forward to seeing you soon.